defense can be got at, and that's the challenge. Pep is having, and Stones being in and out of the team doesn't help. Akanji is not Stones in that midfield. He's not Stones, so it doesn't help. It doesn't help their midfield game.
Okay, so I start of something. You said City didn't create enough. That means we should give it to Chelsea because Chelsea was defensively strongest in
Yes,
the way
yes,
Chelsea
yes.
set up.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
set
Yeah.
up like to stop.
Diazi and Gusto had the best game of the season so
Yeah,
far.
true.
Gusto and
Sorry,
Yeah, so
sorry to cut you guys short. One more problem again I had with Pep yesterday was Doku was outmarked already. Change him, switch him. Where was really just
to who? Hey, once again, welcome to Bulletin. As usual, we have Mr. P, the delusional Gunners fan. We have the fat Gunner, that's Kende Kosoko. We have the Real Madrid Galacticos star OVA. And of course, we have CTA, United Till Life for C4. We just rounded up for the weekend games, both in Spain, England. Let's talk about the big one. What's happening to Bayern Munich? Mr. P, what's happening to Bayern Munich?
where they have a mechanic coach, so there's no surprises. And I think the players are falling out with Tuchel though. I feel like the players are no longer playing for him because it's not like
Why do we always use this English
No,
every time?
the
Every
reason-
time a coach
the reason is-
lose match.
But it's easy. You know these times the players are, I won't say they're soft, but there are players that you cannot really take them to a different approach that they don't appreciate. I know players of these times, like they have to see that your tactics is working, then they buy into it. If you're not Pep or Club, mostly players always fall out too quick. Like at Ateta, what sealed him was the young boys came on board and say, "We believed in you." About Mianga, like I said, you hear the stories now. Some of them came late. The coach had to say, "Guys, I can't be playing you." But because he was lucky that he had young boys that were at least, if not better, but at least they're talented, they stood by him. But you see Bayern Munich, Baba is pointing off with almost all the good players. Do you know what I mean? Like and that, see, Tuchel is a good coach. Not like I won't say he's a bad coach. He might not be the
Yes,
best.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, he's
yes,
a good
he's
coach.
a good coach. I want to hear that.
But you know, Bayern Munich have his style of play. He might not have matched with Tuchel what he wants, but I think Tuchel went back to, if Tuchel was playing the way he was playing when he was in Dortmund, Bayern Munich would be fine. But I don't know what is happening right now with his tactics. But I don't watch too much of that game. But seeing the scoreline 3-2 losing to whoever that useless thing is, I'm very unimpressed.
Okay, what do you have to say about this Tuchel, Bayern, the structure, everything? What do you have to say about it?
He has to go. Yeah, that's
Why?
just my point. He has to go.
Why?
He has to go.
Have you put into consideration that maybe Alonso is just better this season? Because normally, how many games have they lost? 3 games. Usually they lose like 3 games too, and they end up winning the league.
Fair,
Have you
I
also
agree.
put in consideration that Alonso is just doing exceptional this season
And they've not lost.
with
They've not lost too.
Leverkusen, and Tuchel is not that bad. The media is just making it, or Bayern is not that bad. The media is just making it seem really bad because of how Alonso is doing. Have you put that into consideration?
But you also have to think about it this way. Ovi, sorry, is that you're right though. Because if I deep it, Arsenal have lost 4 league games already this season. Man City have lost 4. Liverpool have lost 1. In fact, Bayern have
Liverpool lost 2.
yeah, look 2. So Leverkusen has even lost none in the league. So technically,
Yeah.
if any of us were in the league with Leverkusen, we wouldn't have been the same. We would been like Bayern or even worse. So, and again, today's game, being fair to Tuchel, though, they were 1 man down. You get, so they had a red card. So losing that game 3-2 was it's just kind of rob sort to injuries. Like they've already having bad results, and then you have to now go on. Like this is 3 games in a row they've lost. So I don't think it's so much good for him. And I don't know if the Champions League second leg is this week or maybe upper week. But now,
After Arsenal.
yeah. So all their fates, honestly. Like I said to you, if he loses that Champions League second leg, he's gone in the morning. The next morning is gone. But he's a good coach. I think Leverkusen is like, imagine winning 10 leagues title in a row, and then you want to lose to someone that have not won any league title in God knows since they were created. So imagine that you now lose that to that team, a new coach. So it kind of looks bad for them. And then you have Harry Kane as a striker. It looks bad for the team.
Kenny, what do you have to say about Tuchel before we move on to the next?
Yeah, I agree with
If
Ovie.
you have anything to say, you can.
I agree with Ovie. Tuchel should go. He's a good coach,
So
but
you
he's
see-
not.
Do you see any other big team going for Tuchel if he leaves
Maybe
Rampage?
he should go to a smaller team. There's the likes of Tottenham. Tottenham will sack their coach for sure. West Ham. He should go to teams like that. He
Tottenham
can.
will sack their coach.
Yes, very
Hmm.
sure. Next season, very
No,
sure.
he might not sack
Hmm.
Andres.
Okay.
Okay. What do you have
But
to say? Would any
you
big
know the
team go for
funny thing
Tuchel?
about Tuchel. The funny thing about
Hmm.
Tuchel is that he has lost more games than even Nagelsmann. So I don't understand why is still there. Should have be gone by now. Like okay, Upamecano is also a problem. Upamecano received red card on Wednesday. He received
You know he
Yeah,
didn't
yellow
start the
card
one.
game
today.
today.
Yes,
He didn't
and
start the
Yes.
game
yes,
today. He
now that's
came
what I'm
in.
telling you today. He received the red
He
card now.
received red card today
Yes,
because
he came in. Oh, he didn't start the game. He
yeah,
came in
he
and he
came
got the
in
red card.
first
Hmm.
half. He considered the penalty to Lazio. He also did the same
Consider the
today.
penalty today. So are
Sylvie,
you
let
saying
me. Sorry to
Upamecano?
cut you short. Asmoda. Like what someone said something. I don't know if it was with your prom.
He must
The
be
player,
promised.
Yeah, it's promised. The players are playing against the coach. They don't like the coach. It's
Exactly.
obvious.
It's
Let's
obvious.
let's
Yeah,
let's
very
leave sentiment.
obvious.
It's
Baba, those
obvious.
players are good enough to be. Baba, know what it means to be losing back to back against Lazio. That for me, that was the height. Players are like tired. I know players know how to get get. I see. No, Bayern Munich is a club of heritage whereby most times they don't even blame players. Once the result is going bad, they remove the coach. It's like Chelsea. They don't go bad, they remove the coach. They
My
don't
brother,
give
can you
Muller
Nagelsmann.
remember?
complained about him.
Sorry to cut you guys
Muller
short.
complained about him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes,
exactly.
if you remember when Chelsea had the problem when they sacked their coach and they started playing well, are you telling me that the players they didn't change players now? The same players are
Exactly.
the ones still performing well. So it's the players they are playing against the coach. So if I was what's his name, Twitter, I would pack my bags, resign, and leave.
And
I will
you
still get
see,
paid.
what is happening to Tuchel is what happened to Eric Ten Hag at the beginning of the season. You know, like Baba just switched it off. Started benching team favorite.
Fans favorite.
I said, please, young guys in midfield. Baba, because he said it. I only play people. Maguire suddenly earned his place back in the team. Yes, they had injuries, but he started trusting guys I know that on normal day he won't play, and those guys would easily trust the coach easier than those established guys that have. So
You are going with the media narrative.
it's
Media
not
is
media
easy to judge.
narrative.
When a coach listen, when a coach is having a bad day, when a coach is having a bad run of form, the media easily turns it that the coach and the players are having issues. If you watch Bayern Munich Leverkusen, Tuchel had more possession in that game.
So what was
Only
the
that
problem?
they were not creating enough chances. Sane has been off now for 16 games. He hasn't scored. Today game make it 17. He hasn't scored or
But
assisted.
Now
wouldn't that
coach,
be?
Do
now
you
But
coach
wouldn't that
fault.
understand?
be the coach
Now coach
setup?
fault.
Wouldn't that be the coach
But
setup? Do you understand? Wouldn't
Eh?
that be the coach
but,
setup
but
for
Sanya
the players?
provided 12 assists for the game.
Yeah, well, exactly. Wouldn't
Sanya
that be
Okay,
the?
provided
today
12
Abi.
assists for
No,
the
no.
game.
But wouldn't that be the coach
Today Abi.
setup as Samantha? Wouldn't that be the coach setup?
He has injuries too now. Coleman is supposed to be playing is
Who
injured.
doesn't have injuries? Stop it. This is not an excuse, my brother.
Come on now. Which one
I
is having
see.
injuries?
I'm not supporting the coach, but I don't like the narrative that the players are turning against him. They're just having
So what's the
bronze set of
narrative?
results.
Give us
Let's
the
not just any little thing that coach is having something. You say the players are turning against
You see
him. No, it's never up to a
that
season
way they
yet.
came back in and correct. If I'm the coach, the next try the rest of the season he's not playing. Even if he's not injured, that you do it twice in a row is a punchable offense. Maybe 2 months in prison. You shouldn't be playing again. It's a punchable
But I
offense.
can't
Waiting
blame him
happen.
for today's red card. I can't blame him for today's red card. I
Which
can't blame him.
which
Let's
Guys,
area?
let's let's
see,
move to
let's do
okay.
it. Sorry,
It was
Okay.
an area ball.
before you guys go, let's
It was
even
an
just
area
say it.
ball.
There's no unity in the team. Everybody's playing individual football. There's no teamwork. That's just it. Everybody wants to outshine this one. This one wants
Anyways,
to.
one team down. So
Man,
we already left Arsenal and Real Madrid for Champions League. So one team down.
yes. Thank
Let's
you,
move on.
boss.
Let's
Thank you, boss.
let's move to the Premier League. We have the title race is heating up. The top four is heating up. Let's talk about the title race first. Chelsea, Man City, Chelsea 1-1. What did you guys think of that game yesterday? Ovi, what do you have to say about that game? Where did the coach get it wrong, or the players, or what happened? What did you think happened in that game yesterday?
Alan was wasteful.
Alan was wasteful.
Yes, Alan was
Okay,
wasteful.
that's all for you, Kenny. What do you have to say about that game?
Jackson and Sterling. Jackson should be sent back to Senegal. He's a complete bastard. A waste. Sterling too is a waste. Even though he scored the only goal Chelsea had, but they were wasteful. Let's be honest. Alan, on the other hand, like Ovie said, very wasteful. He had 3 headers he was supposed to easily put into the net, but I don't know what happened to him yesterday. Just a bad game for him. But 1-1 draw, I was fine with it. He helped Arsenal a lot.
But do you know that Alan had last season had the highest clear cut chances missed. He always
I was gonna say that.
miss
I think.
he, al- he
I,
always miss chances. But
yeah.
like City keeps creating, so it's not that obvious. But like you said, yesterday was just what do you have to say about the game from before I
Honestly, I think Pep overthinks his formation. There's no reason why Bernard Silva will be on the bench for this game. Papa,
he
you
was
have played.
injured. He was injured.
So why did he come on?
He's not fit enough to play 90 minutes.
See,
He has ankle injury.
fine, Baba, that guy would have saved them even if he come off second half. You know how I don't know why they move short in Man U game. If he start and play
Sure, he's
second
injured.
half, horrible, overweight again. That's the problem he used to have. Anyways, going back to this game, right? Like you said, I want to agree with you about Haaland. I don't know what Haaland is waste. Haaland being waste is not the issue. City did not create enough to win the game. You know how City is always having chances upon chances. That's for City. Then for Chelsea, I don't think Chelsea expected the game to go the way it went in the first like 50 minutes. The way they held City neck. I'm like, is this the Chelsea I've been playing? I know Chelsea had those games, but you know, of late, people are always saying in title race, City can go 15 games without losing or dropping points, which is true. They've done it before, but nobody expected them to drop points at the Etihad against Chelsea. You can drop a point against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, but not at the Etihad. But this shows that this season, right, aside City defense, they've been so open and they can be get that. If you're a good team that have a good finish, like finishing record, maybe score a lot of goals like Liverpool. That game against Liverpool at Anfield, I think for one personally would decide if City is serious or not. Forget that Arsenal game, they can beat Arsenal at Etihad, but that game against Liverpool at the Anfield would decide because City defense can be got at, and that's the challenge. Pep is having, and Stones being in and out of the team doesn't help. Akanji is not Stones in that midfield. He's not Stones, so it doesn't help it doesn't help their midfield game.
Okay, so I start with something. You said City didn't create enough. That means we should give it to Chelsea because Chelsea was defensively strong yesterday. The way Chelsea set up,
Yeah, I agree.
they set up like to stop.
Diazi and Gusto had the best game of the season so
Yeah,
far.
true.
Gusto and
Sorry to cut you guys short. One more problem again I had with Pep yesterday was Doku was outmarked already. Change him, switch him. Where was Grealish yesterday?
So who?
Where was Grealish?
He doesn't have anybody.
Grealish
Grealish
is
is injured.
Yeah, but yeah, Pep
he would have switched Doku back on the right because that place he was they squeezed that ball at the end. He was looking like a
let's be honest.
orange seller.
What's his name? This assist or whatever you guys call him. He had a very bad game last week. But yesterday he pocketed Alan, Doku, someone that had a bad game last week.
But giving Chelsea credit, except the Liverpool game and Man U game, in the big games like Arsenal, Tottenham, even Man City now twice, they've showed up. Even Liverpool at the beginning of the season, they always have that. You know when it's coach, Chelsea fans have been complaining about Poch setting the team right. The problem with Chelsea is inconsistency. Like by the time they set this one right, next week they can go and lose 2-0, 3-0 just by playing nonsense.
So I think Chelsea's team, the personnel they have is set up to sit back and hit on the counter.
Yeah.
I would blame Tuchel for the draw yesterday because at
Tuchel or
something
Poch,
minutes you're taking out Poch, sorry. You're taking out Sterling, you're taking out Jackson, you're taking out Palmer. So like Man City just went all hell, let's lose, let's go because I don't really have to worry about anybody hitting me on the counter again. Jackson is out, Sterling is out, Palmer is out. So who is going to counter me?
Easy game.
He brought in defenders. So Man City started pressuring. I think the substitutions were too early, I think substitutions were too early basically. I don't think he should have taken Jackson, Sterling, and Palmer at the times he did. So he made City come out.
They defended too deep.
Exactly, because he brought in defenders and everything. And one thing that Chelsea fans have refused to admit is that boy Conor Gallagher. That boy has been one of Chelsea's best players.
He's their best player. Not even one of his
Yes,
best
true.
player.
I agree.
After him,
He's one of Chelsea's best players.
Palmer. And he's very consistent. He's their best player.
Yeah. Let's move on to Liverpool. Liverpool has had a lot of injuries yesterday. Jones had to go out. Jota too had to go out. Nunes too. I heard that he's injured. Maybe it's precaution, but he's also injured. Do you think this will affect Liverpool going forward?
It will affect
because Jota is really a key.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Because remember before Jota came back from the injury, they were struggling they were scoring, but they were missing chances. After Jota came, he just sparked their attack. And the problem with Liverpool is that they are having injuries at the wrong time. Because you have to wait for these guys to come back in recovery. Yes, the keeper is doing well, but that having mixed midfield, mixed defense, mixed attack will not help the balance of the team. And you're speaking about Arsenal is in good form, and even last year they dropped 2 points, but they're also in a good run of form. So you don't have time to have lapses. So losing 1 or 2 points in the title race now against, let's say even leave Arsenal against someone like City is dangerous. So that injury, why they won and the win was good, I don't think they will survive it. I don't think so.
Okay. Ovie, what do you have to say about Vincent Company? Because I don't understand what exactly is in Premier League. Look at other teams. Do you get other teams? It is hard for you to beat them in their house, especially in their home, because why they set up for you. Okay, we might not beat you, but we'll make it difficult for you. Just that. But it seems Burnley just comes out and play. Please, just finish up the conversation. Okay.
If only maybe what is his name? Company he took his lesson from this guy, from Pep, and what's this
It's not
man's
from Pep.
name?
It's not from Pep. It's a
From
different
Pep,
manager.
Marcelo Bielsa or
Marcelo
something.
Bielsa.
It's Bielsa. I'm
Marcelo
going to say
Bielsa.
Bielsa, not Pep. Pep is better than that thing.
No matter the team is playing, he's always
Home and away.
coming out to play. Like he loves
And
beautiful football.
you're collecting like 13 goals in 2 games. I don't understand what exactly you are doing. With his big head, I don't think there's anything inside.
But to give him credit, Ovi, you're right, because I think the problem is the fans love Company. His game style brought them back to Premiership. So you have to consider that as well. So, but the problem with him that I think he will learn. He has
The
to
level
adapt.
is different.
He has to adapt. Yes, that's what I'm saying. He has to adapt to a Premiership game, kind of game. Like if you look at what's they call them, Luton Town play Man U today. Luton Town adapted. Even at the beginning of the season, they were beating them back to back. They were worse than Burnley, but they had to adapt and play their game.
Exactly, like you said, Luton Town.
Yeah.
Luton Town. Any big team that has gone, any big side that has gone, they have
You
found it
suffer.
difficult.
You
Like
suffer.
sweat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they'll press your neck. But yeah, you're right. Go ahead, Ovi. You're right. They have to adapt. So.
But Burnley have been known for their defensive type of play. But since Company
During
came,
the time of Shinjek, since Company came
he
in,
changed everything. He changed everything. No more big players. No more target players anymore.
Small
He has
players.
those fast moving players. So the team is not fit for the team. The team prefers long thrust, but it's not just fit for the team. The system, his style of play is different from the system of the team. That's just it.
And he doesn't have enough
what
aggressive
Arsenal,
midfielders like
Arsenal
Luton
fans,
Town.
Arsenal fans, let me allow you guys. Let me allow you guys enjoy the moment. was a good win for you guys yesterday, 5-0. What do you have to say about the win?
Kenny, go ahead.
They even predicted,
Eh?
they even predicted the scoreline.
Kenny, have the floor. I'm tired.
Mr. Promise, like you said, we said it already. It wasn't a surprise. Promise said the scoreline exactly 5-0. He said yesterday. We said it was going to be a clean sheet, no goals. We said it, but like this unbeliever of Man U, he was doubting us that Bondi would surprise us. I don't know the surprises he was expecting. I don't know. I don't know what you expect.
But the game we won them at the Emirates was harder than this game. I remember very well. The Emirates game was harder than this game. This game, right? I think what killed Burnley, the fact that all the guys scored on the 4th minute just killed the game. At that point, Arsenal could just play their game with ease. So I think as an Arsenal fan, I'm happy at least the style of the game is back, and we're not just playing an attacking game. We're also defending very well. So we're not giving team. I think Burnley had only 1 shot on target, or they didn't have at all. So our last 3 games, we've only given team 3 shots on target
And bro,
combined.
Promise, sorry to cut short. I'm not even saying something. Even we had injury crisis last season. This season we still have some, but we have players to cover.
No. We have big injuries this season. We don't have Party playing. We don't have Jesus playing. We don't have Jacob playing. Timber, even Thomas, I thought to be back. You see, not
back.
playing.
I thought he would be back too. Yeah.
Vieira,
Your first 11 is playing.
people have forgotten about
Oh,
Vieira.
which one is our first
Your
11?
first 11 is playing.
Stop it.
Trossard is
Your
now
first 11 is playing.
Trossard is now our first
How
11.
is it our first 11?
Your first 11 is
Give you.
playing.
Hold on.
Don't worry.
Keith is now
I
our
will
first
ask you
11.
this question against Newcastle.
We let that go. We move ahead. I told you that. I said something last week. I think you're not putting it into your tick score. This is smooth sailing. We are cruise control. We are just relaxing. Promise. We'll relax and we'll win. We'll win Porto
No
on Wednesday.
problem.
Porto
No
on Wednesday.
problem. Let's
Newcastle on Saturday.
let's
And
move on to
that is it.
Spurs. Spurs and what do you guys have to say about Spurs and handball? What's happening?
Let me tell you.
Although Wolves is not a bad team, but
It's not
do you
about
guys
winning a
think
bad
that
team.
Spurs can go all the way?
Let me tell you, right? You cannot keep running 100 kilometers per hour for every race, and that's what Spurs did at the beginning of the season. Remember last season, right? What Spurs was playing, Arsenal played better, but by this same time, they started dropping off. We first drew 2-2 to West Ham, threw away the game at Liverpool, but from there it was just went down, and I realized what my smart coach Ateta did. Start conserve energy. Spurs have not conserved their energy. That's why they have so many injuries left, right, center. But then they come back to even gel. Papa, we have 13 games left. Where do you want to start from? What game? I think if we see Spurs features in March or in April, they are finished.
But their injuries are coming back.
But
Their
the
midfield is
form,
kind of solid
the form. Before you get in the rhythm of the game, it takes 2 games, and you don't winning game makes it worse. You know, if you win games, you can still carry confidence to the next game and say, you know what, we won the last game. The problem is, what is happening to Spurs now? They're already almost out of they're in 5th, and Man is picking up form in the right time. Man has already conserved the energy they didn't use. So no matter how bad Man U is, they're only 3 points behind Spurs. The media darlings of the England, the team that the media darling of the Premiership. So my thing is like, Spurs' energy is completely gone. They need a miracle to finish top 5. And that miracle
Okay,
will
do you
Man
agree
U.
to that?
Well, he's actually saying the truth. He's saying the truth. But yesterday game, Spurs have always been struggling against Wolves. It has always been like that. There was a game Spurs was winning, was it not 2-0 or so? Wolves came back and
3-2.
led them 3-2.
1-0,
Yeah.
1-0 last year.
No, not
No,
last
this
season.
year,
Not
this
last
year, this
season.
season, this season,
This
2-0.
season, yes.
They won
Yes, it happened
3-2.
this season. Yes, it happened this season too. Spurs have let me say Wolves has been Spurs' bogey team. That's just it.
True, sure. But even last season, last week self against Brighton, they had to win the last kick of the game. Baba, they're in a bad form. And you see Man U, right? That's what I was saying the other day. As much as Man U is not playing tantalizing football, the challenge is Man U has good, experienced players that can get them over the top 4. They're 3 points. Spurs at the point where they're 15 points ahead of Man U. They're 3 points behind Man U. And I think they're like 5 points behind Aston Villa. And Man U have never hit their total form. They're just scoring and winning games. So imagine when they hit, if they play a little bit good football. So I don't rate Ange. He's like company but the higher level. He needs to learn to adapt to games. Every game he can't be playing the same fast-paced football. You switch up. You have a player, you have Madison, you have very good player, you have Son. Switch it up a bit. But again, I won't be surprised if they don't finish top 5.
Okay, let's quickly round it up with Manchester United. Then we'll move to the Champions League. Champions League on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Let's brush it up. Manchester United has gone 4 games in a row now.
Is it not 5 games?
With winning. Is it 5? I
think
don't
four,
put that in.
5.
I'm just winning. I don't count. You know, you understand what I
Who
mean?
team will they play where they
Rasmus
even do 4 games in a row?
Rasmus Højlund. You are talking like as if you are playing anything too. Rasmus Højlund becomes the youngest English player to score in 6 games in a row. The youngest player in the Premier League to score 6 games in a row. The last people that did it was Cricket when he was young too. I have a problem with some of my players. I can't win the league with players like that. Luke Shaw, no doubt, is a fantastic player, but I can't rely on him.
Yeah.
Last week he went off injured. This week again he went off injured. He's a fantastic player. Yes, I like the way he plays out of the back. It gives me more confidence.
Yeah.
Makes Rashford a better player because he overlaps and keep the pitch wide for Manchester United. But you can't be doing that when you're injured.
I agree.
Injury is one thing that I've always had problem with Luke Shaw with. If Luke Shaw can be staying fit, he'll be a fantastic left back. He's a fantastic left back. But you're judged only when you're fit.
Don't you think he eats a lot of donuts? Because that boy maybe his weight is causing his injuries. Is he fit enough? Ask your coach that question. I'm telling you, as long as he says he fits. If I tell me where I know I don't fit, if I tell pitch now, if he go injury 3 times in a week. Because he can't come in when injury came back, it's not even fitness. Maybe they're not used to play the coach intensity football. So I don't know. It could be
Even
fitness.
before, even before ETH, she has always been
Well, maybe again,
injury
maybe
off and
or
on.
maybe there might be an operation he's supposed to do. Maybe some players will refuse to do surgery so that they won't be out for a long time. So that could be also
No,
be
he doesn't
used.
even have any surgery. I think, in fact, I don't even know what to say about Luke Shaw. Let's move to Champions League. Ovale, Inter Atletico Madrid. What do you have to say about that game? I'm talking of Champions League now because Atletico Madrid is from Spain. What do you have to say about that game? Atletico Madrid,
Is it
Inter
Inter
Atletico
house?
Madrid at San Siro. Yes,
San
San
Siro.
Siro
Ooh.
Bernabeu. Mm.
Atletico Madrid are definitely going to play deep. They are going to sit deep. They won't
Mm.
attack. They are going to take their chances with from set pieces. They won't play anything. Inter should buzz the game, but you know Atletico can just get
They
one
have
chance from set.
the experience of Champions League too.
They'll bury the game from there.
But being a
But I
San
see
Okay,
Atletico going through.
going through overall. Kenny, what do you have to
Yes.
say about Atletico in
But
Inter
wait,
Milan Atletico?
Inter
Okay,
might win, but
the
Atletico will
first
go.
leg, but Atletico will go through. Okay,
Yes.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the game? Inter
I,
Atletico Madrid.
I agree with most of what they said, but at the same time, if you look at Atletico's attack, they have the pay
Mm.
Griezmann and all, so I feel they'll go out. One, I give them 1-0.
1-0, they'll win the
Yeah,
game.
they'll win the game
But
one nil.
Mr. P,
Morata might not play because he's
yeah, he's
injured.
injured. Yeah, he
Morata
has
na
knee injury.
player,
We don't know
doesn't
if he'll
matter
come
now.
back.
na
They won.
player.
I
Morata
think
has been in fine for them
He
this
has been in
season.
form for
yeah,
Atletico
I
Madrid.
agree.
but Madrid
Don't
won
worry.
4-0 or 5-0 on the weekend now. So I don't.
5-0, 5-0.
So honestly, my prediction. I
Yeah.
know you guys not like it. They're winning 3-0 at San Siro. I don't see anything that might say 3-0.
The
This
way
guy,
that scores,
innocent prediction.
the way they na
This guy,
basketball, it is say they play.
this guy, innocent prediction. Okay, let's move to Arsenal FC Porto versus Arsenal. Then Napoli versus Bayern Munich. That's happening on Wednesday. FC Porto versus Arsenal.
Napoli
What's your
Bayern Munich
prediction?
or is it last year Bayern Munich?
I
Which
don't
one?
know what's this guy. What's wrong with you?
Napoli, Barcelona.
Oh,
Sorry, Napoli,
Barcelona. Okay, okay,
Barcelona.
okay, okay,
Are you
okay.
okay?
Yeah.
Man U.
Porto Arsenal. To be respectful to Porto, I feel sorry for you. You're meeting us on a very long time. See, that's what I would hit you in my chest. If you don't win 3-0 to 4-0 away, I will leave this podcast. I don't think I'll continue. You have to do 3 to 4-0, and that will be because we slow our attack down and our coach remove players. But 3 to 4, they are meeting us at the wrong time, and I feel bad for them. I feel so bad. I don't know how to even tell them sorry because
Mr. Spear has spoken.
they will be whipped out of their coach. In fact, by halftime, their fans will leave. They should go and ask West Ham. There's no coming back. But that's how I was coming out. Because of respect, I love Porto. I respect them a lot. So I'll leave that 3-0.
Nice one. Nice one. Okay, what do you say? See, this ball is a stupid team. When they give this Arsenal, what do you have to say about this?
Porto will win 2-1.
Win where?
2-1. Nice one of you.
But
Nice
that's
one
not.
of you.
But that's not will qualify.
Yeah, if you just
Porto win 2-1.
if you just play bet, you want this time stay on the back. I think qualified. There's no win. They don't
They
win
stay on top
anything.
10.
They don't win anything.
No,
Porto
Okay.
Porto will win 2-1.
if
2-1.
in their house,
Yeah,
we'll
Mr. P,
flog them.
Mr. P, don't
4-0.
worry. Mr. P,
We'll
Mr.
flog
P,
them.
don't
I'm
argue.
confident. If
Mr. P, don't argue with
Harvard
this
don't
guy.
score 2 goals, take him on the starting 11. He should not start again. He's
Mr. P,
flogged
don't
them.
argue with these guys.
Go
Don't
ahead,
argue with
Kenny.
these guys.
Give your prediction.
Arsenal,
Don't
Arsenal
argue with
might,
them.
Arsenal might even score first.
Mr.
If
P,
we
don't
score
argue with
first,
these
if we
guys.
score first, they are finished. It's even good to 5-0. But go ahead,
Mr.
Kenny.
P, don't argue with these guys.
Have
Don't
the
argue
floor.
with these guys.
Have the floor, Kenny.
I've told you, it's cruise control. Cruise control.
Thank you.
Like you said, I agree with you. First half, the game is over.
Game is done.
Don't worry.
Game is on my first half.
Do you want me to give you people that will score again? You know, I did it.
We
the
shouldn't
last
expose our scorers.
Keep it for
I can't-
yourself.
Don't expose our
Keep it for yourself.
scorers.
Keep it for yourself.
Don't expose our scorers.
Finally,
All right.
finally, Napoli, Barcelona. No, not finally, because we still have to touch on Madrid. Madrid has to tell us what happened to Ryan Vanacalo today. But finally, on the Champions League, let's talk of Napoli versus Barcelona. With the way Xavi is angry, and are you sure Xavi don't want to finish on the high and win the Champions League?
I don't. I
Only
think.
Victor Osimhen is back.
I think Javi is a loyal guy to Barca, but him giving up so quick might have. I don't know. Their team is a weird team. They are good watching, but with the injuries they've had as well, that team is a bit weaker, and with Victor back for Napoli, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. So
Okay. Okay, Ovi, what do you have to say about Napoli?
Both teams are going
Owner?
through a rough patch. So
fair.
I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say.
Okay, what's your score prediction? Just give me a score
Is it
prediction.
Napoli's house?
Yes.
Yes, Napoli's home
Napoli win 2-0.
2-0. Ovi, what's the score prediction?
I have none. I have none.
Yeah, I've done. Kendi, what's the score prediction? Napoli, Barcelona.
To be honest, it's going to be a tough game. I give it draw.
Draw game.
Goalless. Yeah, goalless.
Finally,
Yeah.
this is where we are ending our podcast today. Madrid, Rayo Vallecano. What happened today, Ovi? Galacticos. What
Was it today or
happened?
yesterday?
It was
Today.
today.
It has always been difficult at
Yeah.
Vallecano. It's a derby. It has always been
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the buggy team for Madrid then. I didn't know that.
yes, now probably. We do have
Actually,
Bernabeu now. We do have Bernabeu goalless.
yeah, goalless. The last 30 minutes of the game, there was no chances created from Madrid. Actually, it was really tight. And why did Cavara, experienced player, why did you do that? You got a red card. Why did you do that today?
I don't know. He was angry.
But you guys are still in close control on the league, yeah?
They are good. They're like 10
Well,
points ahead now, or maybe 8 points. They are still
No,
close control
six.
now.
Six or
oh
so.
no,
6 points.
6.
6 points is too much for some Madrid.
Okay,
They
and okay,
are
before we end it, I just want to tell you congratulations on Mbappe. Yeah. In advance, in
No, don't
advance.
say that.
Oh,
Oh.
that's the big news.
Don't
Oh,
say
that's the
that.
big
Oh.
news.
In
Mbappe
advance.
to
Don't
Madrid,
say that.
finally.
Arsenal
Mbappe to
might buy
Madrid,
Mbappe.
finally.
I think I said it. Please, let's be careful how we speak so quick. He has not signed any
then
papers yet. I think I
they
said
call
Wait. So do
they
you think
call him a
Mbappe is
mosquito.
done?
They come
it's
outside.
not about door.
Wait, do you think Mbappe is done?
He
So
wants
Mbappe
to.
will decline.
No,
He will decline.
He wants to follow in the footsteps of Thierry Henry.
God bless
Not
you.
be only Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry is not following your footsteps because for him to win Champions League, he goes Barcelona.
They go
So you
My
follow
Barcelona.
his
brother,
footsteps.
my
The
brother,
Ars-
keep
the
quiet,
the
keep
Arsenal
quiet, just
fans
keep
will the
quiet.
Arsenal
I
fans
don't know
will
what your
adore
problem
him.
is.
The Arsenal fans
Keep
will
quiet.
adore. You will enjoy England.
Now by Ado, even Henry come out to back up before he win Champions League. Talk
Keep
like that
quiet.
by Ado.
When they read
Wait.
the Arsenal, they
If
rob Henry
if
of the
if
Champions League.
Of
if
course, Real
Mbappe
Madrid.
was in Madrid,
Real
if
Madrid.
Mbappe was in Madrid,
Mm.
he would have at least he could have collected that balloon there from Messi.
But let me tell you,
Nice one.
the problem with Real Madrid signing Mbappe is not that exciting. It's boring. Because guess what? You see that La Liga will turn to one for the next 10 years. Barca will never touch Madrid again. Never. It's going to be every before season start they want trophy.
For
Before
what
season
is
they
it
want
like
trophy.
that?
No, I'm telling you now.
But it's not like that.
You know how
But it's not
Barca. You know how
I feel
Barca
like
finish.
that.
But the attack will be bad. The attack will be
Baba-
bad. Rodri, Mbappe, and
Let me
Vinicius
tell you why.
will be bad. But
As Mota, with the way the finances is for Barca, they can't recover very soon. And Madrid is going from strength to strength. There's no way you have Jude, Vivi, Rodri, Mbappe up front. Yeah, I've counted 4 class. Forget that midfield. I've counted 4 top guys up front. That can you win league? By first 10 games, they only won league. How? How can you win league? Tell me. It's not easy. You don't be useless team now. Useless league, I mean.
okay, I
Anyways.
think we have to call it a day. We have to call it a day. Yeah, we'll come back for our post-match and preview for the weekend and the Champions League. Thanks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, guys.